As a rapper, what do you think the biggest misconception about bassline is? People listen to your music, they see you out, but they don't talk to you. You know, I feel like I've had the opportunity to just talk to you, you know, just as a couple guys chatting about whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think real nice guy, real genuine fellow, you know, kind of person that looks you in the eyes, gives you, you know, a good handshake, nice smile, and you're just like, you know, keep good guy. People that don't know you, what do you think they might take out of what you do? That, like, what do you think the biggest misconception about you might be out there?
I would say
That you old? No.
no, not that I'm old because I'm
I get
I'm
to
still
say
young,
that because
right?
I'm super old. I
I'm
get to call everything.
balding, so that's a sign of aging. But
It's a sign of lots of testosterone.
the hair left my head and it's gone to my chest, right? So I just like even
Okay.
so the man just evolved.
That's right. More bearish.
As far as misconception, I think I've been doing it so long, and I kind of know a lot of people in the scene that they think I have like my stuff together, like a lot of times, like it's a weird way to say it, but like they think like I have the solid team, like they don't want to bring me on with their movement and things like that, right? Because they think like I'm doing my own thing, but I'm open, right? I'm trying to make moves with people, and then every time I'm shaking the hands, I'm locking eyes. That's me networking. And a lot of that came from when I was running the 902 mixtapes website and things like that. So I think just because I was doing the website thing and then like I was doing the hosting and things, it appears that like I have my stuff in motion, but I need help, right? I need help with the business side of things and things like that, and that's where I lack. So I think the biggest misconception is that I have it figured out and that I'm not looking to join your team. And not saying that I want to join people's team just for the popularity and things like that.
Yeah.
I need somebody to take me under the wing. Okay, you can rap, but it's evident, right? It's like I don't think there's too many doubts in the city's heads that I can spit some flows. You know what I mean? I think it's more so I need some assistance with that. And I've been trying to do it, right? Me and Darcy, D Miller in the building, what up? We talk about that all the time, right? It's like we got to get this business stuff figured out because the talent's there.
Definitely.
We just need that push, right? So I'd say that's a misconception.
I think that is a really great point for you to say and also for people to learn from. I'm going to bring up DJ IV here for a second because this week he put out, and I thought it was a really great thing from a guy like him. He said, look, I didn't get in the Red Bull, like, national DJ Olympics things. You know, he's been in before, he's been a finalist before, and he's like, I didn't get in. So like the struggle is sort of real at every level. You know, everybody's still trying to get on, still trying to get their way, and need support. And I think one of the things that is good to remember is no matter who you are, maybe you're more experienced, more set up than someone younger, hey, reach out to them if you think they're dope and bring them along with you. But on the other hand, when you're younger, like, doesn't hurt to reach out to that person who you think is so big, and in a gracious way say, I'd like to do something with you, or I got a spot on my little show, and suddenly you got someone who you didn't expect would show up, comes down because, hey, I want to get on, and you stage time.
Swap knowledge.
I think it's important that everybody remembers that everybody's still trying to move, and that when we link, it always makes us stronger. Like, I think it's big of people like yourself to say that instead of kind of keep the front up, which doesn't help anybody.
No, it's sharing knowledge because there's these young MCs that I could say you should do this way because this is what I did when I was that age. Right? There's different. It's not saying that I don't think I'm successful and I branded myself well. It's all about rebranding as well, right? Because you have to go through them stages, right? So
as you change as an artist, as everything else. I was wondering, where did bassline come from? Just a quick question before we play.
I think we touched on that before,
but I don't remember. I got bad memory.
It was because my mom and my uncle used to call me Rob Bass. Like, it takes two to make the well go round. Right.
It takes two to make things go right.
And then my buddies used to always make fun of me, right? And so then we just kind of like, from the bass line, it's like to the point. Like I get to the point. It's not necessarily bass line like in the music side of things, like the speaker. And
I've always taken it as a basketball reference. Yeah, maybe because you're always wearing the Brooklyn hat with the B on it. But what I like about the bass line is like if someone posts you up and then pivots hard to the bass line, they basically have said like it's me and you and I'm going to that rim. Yeah. Like once you go bass line, like it's hard. It's hard. It's like this is foul time. This is get out of the way or get dunked on type. So when you pivot to the bass line, I feel like that's like pivoting to the Breaking Bad almost like.
You just gave me the new definition. That's what I'm telling people.
Let's hit them here. We got one last track. We're gonna play them. When are you thinking this project? I know it's percolating and you can't rush like a growing season. You don't ask a farmer in April like when is it gonna be popping exactly, but when's it gonna be popping?
I want to say June. June is what I'm feeling.
Like I say, what's your favorite number?
Mid-June.
Like 16?
Mid-June.
All right.
The title's called Through My Verses, like TMV for short, right? So it's like, so
Through My Verses.
Through My Verses, catchy little.
I like it.
TMV. It was New King, but I don't. Situation change, right? It was the direction of it changed. That's what Crown was supposed to be originally on, was like a New King project. So that's why it was Crown, right? So it's Through My Verses. It was June, mid-June.
Right. And do you think this No Chicago piece will be on there or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to. Shout out my man Jules. He's on here, right? He's got some crazy stuff. I think next time I'm out here, I got to bring him with
Definitely.
me. Maybe bring a couple of his tracks that he's on. He's one of those dudes that are just laid back, and we kind of like when we get together, we always just kind of throw a beat on,
Definitely.
drink the Crown, right, and just kind of spit some raps and shit like that, right? He got some flow, man.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming by, man. It's always good to see D Miller. We got to make sure a lot of people were upset that D Miller, that didn't happen with us, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make sure that happens. I want to talk to him a lot about, UAS and everything else. One thing I find really interesting with the Halifax rappers is they won't stop. Maybe it's that hustle in all of us. Like, they rap, but it's like, okay, well, how do I build this business model? How do I get my homies on so I get on? Like, this kind of, like, almost like the teeter-totter, like, where it's like, okay, if you can get up, I can get up, we'll both get up. It's like, it's a good thing that way. So really appreciate you coming through. We're going to hit him with this track, No Chicago. Anything you want to say about that as we go to it, other than what you already said?
I think it's one of those joints, and I hope people can feel it, that it's smooth and you're listening to the words, and it's wordplay in there, right? And
even the title is kind of nice
Chicago,
wordplay.
And it's
like No Bulls.
And I performed it for the first time at D's Serenity Mayhem release there, and then you can just see the crowd. They're kind of like on their edge when you're kind of performing this, right? Because it's a laid back, silent killer, silent assassin. So that's why I think it is. So I don't enjoy. Shout out Jules on this one. We came through the crazy verse and through my verses mid-June.
Fantastic. 88.1 CKDU Baseline. Go check out his stuff all on the internet. Look up Baseline. You'll find it. Get refreshed and learn his history there so that you're ready in June when that drops. And without any further ado, No Chicago. We'll be right back with Tony McCool from TMG. He's going to tell us a little bit about what they're working on in the next little bit. And after that, we got Jigga John Bussett coming through.
Jigga, what up?
So tape your stereo down wherever you have it, because it's probably going to get rattled. No Chicago. Baseline. 88.1. Turn this way out. This is a jam.
I told him not to fuck with me. I just want that money. You can put that trust in me. Fuck a nigga, die slow. We ain't with the ball, no Chicago. But my team putting shots up. But my team putting shots up. But my team putting shots up. I told him not to fuck with me. I just want that money. You can put that trust in me. Fuck a nigga, die slow. We ain't with the ball, no Chicago. But my team putting shots up. But my team putting shots up. Yeah. Fuck them cause they think I'm up and coming. All these rappers see him running. When they rapping, they just frontin'. The TV on you, cause they ain't saying nothing. I'm a motherfucking hot boy. You send them shots, boy, I send them back. S on my chest, Superman in the flesh. But I'd rather be Lex. So tell them that the bad guy back. Dressed in all black, like I was from Churchill. These hoes dehydrated, cause the thirst real. And I ain't got a glass for 'em. Fuck 'em, never trustin' me and Jules, but to smash on 'em. Don't tell me that they rap better, or they stack cheddar. A couple years ago, they was rocking Gap sweaters. Now they got a fade and some J's. I adapt to the pressure, been the same since day one. But get this money, then the snakes come. So I told them not to fuck with me. I just want that money, you can put that trust in me. Fuck them, they can die slow. We ain't with the ball, no Chicago. But my team put shots up. But my team put shots up. But my team put shots up. I told them not to fuck with me. I just want that money. You can put that trust in me. Fuck them, they can die slow.